Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Chris. So I took two trades today, and today was a bit of a frustrating day in the sense that I saw a couple great plays, and I knew they were worth taking, and I just let them go without me. So I want to talk about one of those, which is a parabolic reversal on AAL, and also I took two trades, one on Oxy and one on FSLY. Okay, so the first trade here was on Oxy. And I felt in the moment that we were getting extended from the 9 and the 5, but hindsight 2020, the extension was not quite where I wanted it to be. However, I did see an increase in volume. I saw a new 1 minute low off of an inverted hammer off of high volume. And so I ended up taking it with too tight of a stop. I got wicked out right away, and then it ran my direction, at least for a little bit. But what stood out to me most after I took this trade is this 5 minute candle right here. So what this is about 5 to 8 minutes of consolidation. So this price action right here is this right here. Okay, and this actually happened to be also the point of control at the time. Okay, so a lot of shares were processed in this range alone. And if you've read Anna's book, she talks about channels of liquidity, and she also talks about volume by price. That if price is stuck in a range and a lot of orders have been processed in that range, okay, the ceiling and the floor of that range tend to be very significant. Okay, so after I took this trade, I saw that, and it kind of like, it just got me thinking about that, and I wanted to point it out, mostly because, as you can see, that it gapped up, came down, and then used the top of this level here, the top of the ceiling, essentially, as support through a hammer, and pivoted off that to break high of day. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so the next trade I took was on FSLY. FSLY here. Where are you? And what I liked a lot is that we were selling off, but I also felt that the volume was coming in. And you can see that, so the stock is selling off, and volume is coming in, and it bounces. Okay, selling off, volume, and it bounces. So when I see this, I don't think FSLY is weak. Actually, if you look at the dailies, it's pretty strong. It had an amazing day yesterday. So like, just because it's selling off doesn't automatically make me assume that it's weak. What I see here is accumulation, 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 and then distribution. Okay, so a larger institution or market maker, whatever you want to call them, is coming in and absorbing the selling, accumulating a position in anticipation for a distribution phase. Okay, so I thought that was really cool. I almost took an entry right here after this candle closed. I was going to take it with my stop at the bottom of this wick and the break of 114 because I really felt a bounce coming. However, FSLY is trading with a bit of a spread, and I felt like that was way too greedy, and I let that go. Okay, and then it threw a double bottom. But which was also cool about it is it threw a double bottom, but it also had a false breakout. So you can see at this point, this was the low of the day. Okay, and then it tried to break down, but it got rejected and it bought back up. So in other words, the ABCD here to the downside, ABCD, failed. It failed, and we have a false breakout, hammer, high volume, love it. It threw this doji right here, and it gave me the ability to limit my risk. So I put my stop just at the bottom of that wick, and I went long here. Okay, so I thought that was a great entry. I mismanaged it though, so I ended up getting out way too fast, and I'm just going to chalk it up to new trader nerve still, where I think I partialed at 50% here because I wanted to get my R back from Oxy, which is not the way you want to do it, and then I ended up getting all out at the 9 and the 5 here. So I could have definitely been way more patient with this, but again, chalk it up to new trader nerves. I should have been confident because of the previous price action, accumulation, accumulation, distribution. Okay. Okay, and the last trade that I want to talk about that I did not take, but I definitely should have, was on AAL. And this is what you're looking for in a parabolic reversal. The stock buys up so fast. I mean, look at this 5 minute candle. It's gigantic, right? Like, it's just not going to keep going. It might eventually, but the stock has to come back and take a breather. Okay, and so it bought up, super extended from the 9 and the 5, through two inverted hammers off of larger volume, gave a good ability to limit risk. I think a stop placement at the top of this wick or the center of this wick is totally justified, and enter at the break of this candle. Okay, so just that would have been a great play. I saw it, I was watching it, and then I just let it go. Okay, but like notice the difference between AAL, how fast it buys up. There is no pullback. There is no consolidation unless you want to count this 1 minute of consolidation, and then it goes up and it comes back down parabolically. Whereas Oxy here kind of came up, consolidated sideways for a while, came back up, and then fell, then came back down, and then found support here, and then continued its trend. Okay, so those are my trades for today. I hope you guys had a good day. Thank you.